Hello everyone, welcome to the first video on the new channel. My name is Matt, and as promised, I was going to talk about my trip to Europe, which I'm going to do now. For those who are unaware, over spring break, which was just a few weeks ago, I went to Europe with some friends, classmates, and the basic how it worked, it's not like a field trip or anything. You don't go to Europe for a field trip, but it was something arranged by the schools in our area. It was like, it's an annual event kind of thing. Happens every year, and those who can afford it and those who want to go can travel to Europe with some of your other friends and whatnot, stuff like that. So don't really know how to describe it, but we're going to get on with what I did. Forgive me, Europe is a pretty big place, so I had to write some notes down, you know? First place we went to right off the bat was London. Stayed there for about two and a half days. It was a really awesome place. As for all the tour guides we had over the course of this trip, the one in London was definitely the best. He explained a lot of things really well. We went to the British Museum. That was one of the highlights. We also went to the London Eye, and I got to ride the London Eye. Not everybody rode the London Eye. Some people would rather went shopping, which just boggled my mind. I just wanted to punch them in the face. Who doesn't want to go on the London Eye? You're in London for, like, the first time in your life, and you're not going to ride the London Eye. Instead, you're going to go shopping, which is just... As for some stuff I got from London, okay, first thing, there was this really cool place in London. It was called M&M World, and it's kind of self-explanatory, right? It was a store, and the only thing that you could see when you looked left, right, was friggin' M&Ms. It was hilarious, and friend Nate and I, and Matthew, I believe, we took a picture with some real-life M&M costumes, which is cool. Unfortunately, I don't have the picture to show you guys. It was on Nate's camera, but I left M&M World with this thing right here. This is basically a bottle of crap. I don't know how many M&Ms are in here, but dude, since then I've only eaten this much. I'm telling you, this is. It cost me 16 pounds, but dude, it was worth it. Nice souvenir. I'm going to assume that up until now, this is probably no longer healthy to eat. Let me test this out. Oh gosh. They look really, really, really crusty. This is probably not safe, is it? Still tastes fine to me. I suppose M&Ms don't go bad, do they? Obviously, after a certain time, anything goes bad, but still tastes fantastic. So if you're in London, go check out M&M World, if you can find it. That place was really awesome. I think that was like the only souvenir that I brought back from London, but... Oh, here we go. Got a little souvenir. The London Metro ticket. I have no idea how you guys... First of all the Europeans out there, I love you. But for those of you who live in the big cities, I don't know how you deal with the freaking metros, dude. They are flippin' ridiculous. I mean, there was one point in time, like, we went on the metro, and I'm sure this happens, with those of you who experience this every day, I'm sure it happens a lot, but there's no room in the metro. You don't go anywhere. You don't need to hold on to any of the railings or anything, because even if the train hits some kind of bump or anything in the ride, you're not going anywhere because you're smushed up against the guy right next to you, I mean right on top of you, and then the other guy on the other side still right on top of you, and it's just really, really awkward. But yeah, I don't know how you guys deal with that. But still, London was a great time. After London, we went to Paris. We took a bullet train, so it was only like a 2.5 hour ride. Fastest train ever, dude. That was fun. And a couple highlights in Paris. We visited the Eiffel Tower. It was nice. Went to the second floor, and I don't think did I get any souvenirs? I'll check in a second here. We also went to the Notre Dame Cathedral. The architecture on that thing was like blows your mind. That was awesome. And then we went to the Louvre Museum. That was the best museum I've ever been in my life, obviously. that place was really nice. We saw the Mona Lisa and everything. Like, the funny thing, around the Mona Lisa, like, when you go to see the Mona Lisa in the Louvre Museum, there's like a whole, you can't even stand 50 feet from it, because at any one point in time, there's always a giant crowd around the painting. Whatever. And also Paris, it was probably the best hotel that we stayed in out of all of them. And I don't exactly remember the exact name of the hotel. I think it was like Pullman? I'm not sure, but that place was awesome. That hotel was great. It was the best hotel throughout the entire trip. And yeah, that's really all there is to Paris. Let's see if we got anything that I know of in here. Oh. Did I get anything from Paris? Wow. Should have picked up something from Paris, man. Oh, I did. I don't have them with me right now, but I brought socks that had the Eiffel Tower, like, you know, on it. It was pretty flippin' awesome. The socks themselves actually kind of suck. They're gonna break soon, but I think they're upstairs somewhere. I could probably find it, but another day. Anyways. After Paris, we went to Florence. We stayed in Paris for like another 2.5 days, just like London. After that, we went to Florence, and the train ride to Florence, by the way, that was a good time. Ooh, we're not going to talk about that, though. We visited a lot of different places that you guys probably don't know about, but... Oh, one of my classmates got hit by a horse, which was fantastic. I was laughing my ass off, but... Yeah, I'm a bad person, but... Yeah, she got hit by a horse. You can't, like... That doesn't happen in America. Or, it probably happens in some places, but not where I live. You don't get hit by horses, you know, on a daily basis. Maybe you do. After staying in Florence for, like, I don't even remember how long. Not very long, though, only a day or something. We were heading to Rome, and we stopped for a few hours at, I think it's Assisi, or is it Assisi? I think it's Assisi. And that place was pretty cool. Me and my idiot friends, I'm not calling them just idiots, I'm an idiot too, but we tried to do parkour, and my friend Matthew actually just got a giant cut across his arm. I also laughed at that. But it was a good time at Assisi for the few hours that we were there. We also, the main highlight there was that we visited the Basilica of St. Francis. It was just a nice place overall. Once we arrived in Rome, the first thing that we did was go to the Colosseum. The Colosseum was freaking awesome, dude. If you look at it on all perspectives of the sides, it's a pretty freaking flippin' awesome place. I mean, to think that it existed so long ago. And we also went to St. Peter's in Rome, which was awesome. So there might be something that where is it? Oh, here it is. I got a Rubik's Cube from one of those places in between where I visited. I'm not exactly sure where I got this. I would put it closer to the camera, but it's probably all blurry now, so I'm not gonna do that. Anyways, from Rome, we went to Pompeii, which was a pretty sweet place. It was quite interesting to look at all the ruins and everything. It was overall a nice trip to Pompeii, and I did get... Here we go. So we were up on the ruins of Pompeii, and there was this artist. Oh, I want to show you guys. Here, I'll try to come up close to the camera and see if I can, like... Here we go. There. So that's the picture. Up on the ruins, there was this artist, and what he does is he paints his work on, like, molten lava material. He's a really good artist. Paints really well, and I just brought this for 10 euros. Also, in Europe, like, everywhere you go, in every, like, little pharmacy or store, they always got Pringles, and there's a specific type of Pringle flavor called paprika. I don't know if you guys can see it from here, but this type is not actually in America. Pretty much everywhere I went, I would get one of these because, and of course I brought one back home because it's just nice to have this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they don't have this flavor of Pringles in America. I don't think so, so that's awesome. There's actually a few in here. I'm not gonna test these out like I did the M&Ms because M&Ms seem to be more safe than chips after weeks or a month. Oh, while I was in Rome, I got these totally legitimate, real Ray-Ban sunglasses. I'm just playing with you, these are fake as hell. But funny thing is, I got these from for €7 from one of the street vendors, and the street vendors in like the cities in Europe are hilarious. Like, there's basically these guys who have a bunch of different products, like these little sunglasses, other things like that, and they just go onto the street and just start yelling at people, yo, buy this, buy this, buy that. And it's hilarious, dude, because basically they're not allowed to do it. And whenever a cop car would come by, these guys would pack up in like instant, like in the process of 1 second. These guys would be packed up, all their stuff, and they would move so that the police can't see them. Dude, it's so funny. Oh, I totally forgot to mention, when we were in Florence, I actually got this. No, I'm not stripping, I'm taking off my belt. I got this leather belt in Florence. Those of you who don't know, people in Florence are like known for their leather work. It's freaking ridiculous. I'm gonna have to come over here again and give you guys a little zoom in on this. It's no good. Can you? Is it any good? No, you can't. Oh, somewhat. See it? Made in Italy. So just to show you that it's completely legit, and I'm not trying to BS you guys in any way, but this is a really nice leather belt. It's awesome. Let me put it back on so my pants don't fall down. Anyways, we're almost done here. After Pompeii, we went to Sorrento, and oh, I got a sweatshirt in Sorrento. This is the last thing I think I have to show you guys. But oh crap, paper don't fall. This sweatshirt here, I got this in Sorrento. This is an awesome sweatshirt. It says, I love Italia, and it's very comfortable. The inside of this is freaking comfortable as hell. I love it. Anyways, get out of here. From Sorrento, we went to Capri. Capri was awesome. For those of you who don't know, it's basically a really awesome island place that I really don't know much about myself, so I shouldn't be acting like I know about it. But it was an island, and Capri was a very, very nice place. And now, the only problem with it was the boat ride. I've never actually puked that much in my life than I did on that boat ride to Capri. So, the camera decided to run out of battery on me, and while that was happening, I decided to go get some cinnamon bread. Because it's really good. Cinnamon bread, man, that's some good stuff. Now here's my dilemma. See, after I eat these, I'm gonna have to work the camera, I'm gonna have to work the computer and everything. I'm gonna have to go walk all the way back to the kitchen, wash my hands, and then walk all the way back here just to, you know, use all the equipment and everything. That pisses me off, you know. I can't, like, just have a built-in sink somewhere around here, so I can just wash my hands and do this at the same time. Anyways, we're almost done here. Basically, after Capri, we went back to Rome, our hotel in Rome. We stayed there for one more night, and in the morning, we went back to America. We stopped in, there were 2 flights. We went from Rome to Amsterdam, stayed there for a couple hours at the airport, and then we went back to America. And I was very sad when the trip was over, because Europe was a really, really good time. Wanted to go back and just explore the entire freaking place, but I can't unless I have a lot of money, which I don't. But that's just about it. Don't think there's anything. Well, okay. Before I forget, shoutouts, because I'm gonna get pestered for this later if I don't do it now. Shout out to Peter. Shout out to John. Shoutouts to room 208 people. Jacob, Will, Wyatt, and oh yeah, the other kid was me. And shout out to Nathan, Matthew, and that's just about all the people that I'm gonna give shout outs to. Throw James in there. That's really all there is to it. I will be seeing you guys some other time.